This is Bjarne Stroustrup, creator of C++. It all began not with a grand plan, but with a practical problem. In the late 1970s, I was working on my PhD. My project involved simulating distributed systems. I tried using a language called Simula. It was wonderful for expressing complex ideas. It had classes, it had objects. That made my code elegant, but it was slow, very slow. For large, real-world simulations, it just wasn't practical. So I turned to another language, BCPL. BCPL was incredibly fast. It gave me direct control over the hardware, but the code was difficult to manage. It was low level. I felt like I was fighting the language, not solving the problem. I was stuck between two worlds. I knew there had to be a better way forward for programmers. I wanted to combine the best of both worlds. This idea was the seed for C with classes. The journey started in 1979. A practical tool born from necessity. What truly sets C++ apart is its core philosophy: trust the programmer. It is built on providing powerful tools without imposing artificial limits. C++ gives you direct access to memory. This is called zero overhead abstraction. You can write very high-level abstract code, or very low-level code close to the hardware. The language is multi-paradigm. You are not forced into a single way of thinking. Procedural programming like C, object-oriented programming, classes and inheritance, generic programming with templates, functional programming styles. Another unique aspect, emphasis on performance and control. Many modern languages use a garbage collector. It can be convenient but unpredictable. C++ uses RAI. Resource acquisition is initialization. Deterministic and efficient resource management without GC overhead. This makes C++ a systems programming language. Operating systems, game engines, web browsers, high-frequency trading systems. Even as the creator of the language, I have faced my share of challenges. When I first added templates to C++, they were revolutionary, but the compilers struggled. The error messages were often cryptic and incredibly long. I remember spending hours, sometimes days, trying to decipher an error message that spanned multiple pages. To fix this, we had to work on the compilers themselves. This was a collaborative effort. We developed new techniques for parsing template code and generating more helpful error messages. It taught me that a language is more than just its specification. It is an ecosystem of tools, developers, and shared knowledge. Another challenge has been managing complexity. I once worked on a project with extensive multiple inheritance. However, it led to the dreaded diamond problem. We ended up with a tangled web of classes that was difficult to understand and even harder to debug. It took a lot of effort to untangle and simplify. That taught me a valuable lesson. Just because a feature exists doesn't mean you should always use it. The best C++ code is often simple code. It uses powerful features thoughtfully, not just for the sake of it. The goal is to write code that is clear, maintainable, and correct. Today, on September 13th, 2025, C++ is more relevant than ever. The powerful game engine rendering the virtual world on your screen is likely written in C++. The web browser you are using was built with C++. The machine learning frameworks that power artificial intelligence rely on C++ for high-performance computations. From the rovers exploring Mars to the financial systems that power our global economy, C++ is there. The reason for its continued importance is simple. The world needs performance. New technologies like virtual reality, autonomous vehicles, and large-scale scientific computing push the limits. These fields cannot afford the overhead of slower languages. They need to be close to the metal. My hope is that C++ continues to evolve. The Standards Committee works tirelessly to improve the language. We release a new standard every 3 years, making C++ safer, simpler, and more expressive. My advice for new programmers: be curious and persistent. Learning C++ is a journey. Start with the basics. Write small programs. Understand memory, objects, and resources. Find a problem you care about and try to solve it using C++. Building something real is the best way to learn. The world needs more skilled problem solvers, and C++ is a powerful tool to help you become one.
Love our content? Hit subscribe for more awesome videos. We'll see you in the next one.